Hi, I'm Walt with Do It Yourself Pest Control. This is Ken. We've been together for about 70 years. We're not married or anything, but we talk a lot of bug control
and weed control
years. Yes.
Yep.
And you're tuning in because you want to take care of crabgrass, and crabgrass, it gets out of hand. It's just ugly.
It's a terrible weed to have, but luckily there's some good controls for it.
When someone calls about it, what's our first question?
We got to ask them what kind of grass they got. I mean, that's going to be a big important thing. With like Quinclorac is kind of our go-to to kill crabgrass. It's very safe on most lawn grasses. We use it on Bermuda. We can use it on all the cool season grasses like Kentucky bluegrass, fescue, all those. If for you folks in Florida, if you've got and other places in the country that have St. Augustine or centipede grass, we've got a couple of products. We'll go over those in a minute. But for the other grasses, the Quinclorac, which is the trade name is Drive Accelerate. There are a couple of generics of it now. There's just Quinclorac, and it's in a liquid form and some wettable granules. There's also a blended product called Q4 Plus, and this is a kind of a broad spectrum herbicide that kills a lot of broadleaf weeds, sedges, as well as crabgrass. So if you're dealing with strictly crabgrass, you probably want to go with one of these liquids with just Quinclorac. If you've got a wide variety of weeds, Q4 is kind of our go-to.
I've always wanted to go with a surfactant with it, any kind of broadleaf control and crabgrass, so we brought out our little surfactant here.
Yeah, methylated seed oil is kind of the surfactant of choice with Quinclorac. It works really well and helps these products absorb into the weeds, and just makes it work a lot better. So you get a lot more for your money by adding the surfactant.
You know, I like to point out, I kind of like the DF. That's dissolvable granulars. I like it because it stays stable for a long time.
Yeah,
you
mix it.
It's not in your garage and in a container for about 10 years. And
right. And it's hard to spill.
Yeah,
it doesn't leak, so it's a really good product. So typical dose on these liquids, when you're using this, you guys will look at probably around 1.5 ounces of this per 1,000 square feet. With the Q4, it's going to be a little higher, up around 3 ounces, per 1,000 square feet. So that's going to take care of most of you guys' crabgrass. But like we talked about, St. Augustine and centipede and a lot of other parts of the country, we've got blindside over here on the end, Fahrenheit and MSM. Blindside and Fahrenheit both have MSM in them as one of the ingredients, and these are more crabgrass suppression, I guess you'd say.
Yeah, you were talking, because you lived in Florida, and you were talking because you've done that kind of work, and it suppressed them enough that, maybe the second or third application, it just flat out killed them.
Yeah, a lot of times it's combined with healthy grass taking over and actually outgrowing the crabgrass. So we've got a separate video on blindside, which is kind of our favorite if you've got St. Augustine or centipede, and you can see that video. But like any of these, if you have any questions about any of this, feel free to give us a call.
I would like to point out too, always use a good fertilizer.
Absolutely.
Yeah, because that'll
keep the grass healthy. That's your best protection against weeds. But like any herbicides we sell, if you have questions about it, we're always here to answer them. Just give us a call. We'll be glad to help you.
Yeah, I'm always wearing the headset.